Is it possible to get an insanely great quality studio sound at an affordable price? Yes, you can. And you can do it with Audix. So those of you guys who've been following along on the channel for the last several years, you know that I am an Audix Mics endorsed artist. I truly believe Audix makes the best sounding mics for the drum set. They capture the cymbals with a lot of fidelity and finesse. They capture all the tonality of the drums, and they make post-production so much easier because they capture the sound of the drums so naturally into your interface that it makes EQing them, mixing them, mastering them, compressing them super simple. Now on my kit right now, I have an Audix i5 on my snare drum. I have D2s on my rack toms. I have a D4 on my floor tom. I have a D6 inside the kick drum in my Kelly shoe mount, and then I have two ADX51 overhead microphones. That is the sound of the Arizona Drummer channel. Now, for those of you who already subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram, you know right now we're doing a giveaway of that exact same set of mics. That's the DP7. Comes with all those mics I just mentioned. The i5, the D6, the D4, two D2s, and two ADX51s, as well as some windscreens and all of the mic clips that you need to get this thing clipped on your drums. We'll have more details about this giveaway coming later in the video, but this is the set that I use on my kit right now. This set of mics retails for about $1,000. I'll put the retail price from Sweetwater's website right here for your reference, but that's a great segue. A huge thank you to our video sponsor, Sweetwater. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video so we can showcase that all of our subscribers here on the channel can get quality microphones and incredible sounding recordings with an affordable mic set. So you might be wondering, Kyle, what mic set are we talking about? Well, that's going to be the Audix FP7. So a lot like the DP7, but this is the F series of microphones. This one comes with a F6 kick mic instead of the D6. Comes with an F5 snare mic instead of an i5. It comes with 3 of the F2 mics in place of the D2 and D4s. Then it comes with 2 of the F9 overhead mics. You also get windscreens. You have all the clips and mounts that you need to get these set up on your drum set and the cymbals. As well as it comes with a couple windscreens, and it comes in this awesome aluminum case that you can carry your mics in. So this one I'm really excited about, and this one retails for just under $500. So for half the price, can we get the same incredible quality? Well, that's what we're gonna test out today. So in this video, you guys, we are going to unbox the FP7 mic kit from Audix, and what we're gonna do is put it to the test. Can a $500 set of microphones stack up to an over $1,000 set of microphones, and can you still get incredible studio quality? So we'll unbox the FP7, and then we're gonna do a sound test here on the kit. We're gonna show you what each drum sounds like, what it sounds like in the context of a song. We'll show you the budget to quality proposition and see if you can still get insane quality and insane tonality from a super reliable company like Audix, regardless of the price point. I cannot wait to get into this box and see what we find as we go head to head between the Audix FP7 and the Audix DP7. Let the games begin. All right, guys, so here we have it, the FP7. This is incredible quality for an affordable price, so I'm really excited to be able to showcase this for you guys today. Like I said earlier, in the box, you've got an F6 kick mic, an F5 snare mic, 3 of the F2 tom mics, and then 2 of the F9 overheads. It comes with the D-clip mic clips, the D-flex mounts, as well as an MC1 mic clip, and then the 2 windscreens in this aluminum case. So what we're gonna do is get into this box and check it out. But in order to get into this, we need the help of Talon Knife. All right, here we go. So we'll just kind of take some of this plastic off. What's great about this though, is you can see this is a really high quality aluminum case we've got here. We'll get this beautiful imagery off the case. As you can see, textured aluminum case, same thing on the back side of the case. Perfect, really high quality. You can see here it has this nice handle that goes both ways, and then these locking clips. Comes up just like a normal briefcase. Let's take a peek at what's inside. Oh yeah, dude, check that out. So in a nice foam packaging, you can see the foam here up at top, but then also down here inside the briefcase you have form-fitting foam that's in here. You can see there's actually spaces for more microphones if you decide to add maybe more F2s, maybe another F5 if you want to do top and bottom with your snare. And then we have the 2 windscreens here that would go on top of your overheads. And then we have a couple of different things here. So let's take a look at some of these clips that we have. Okay, so kind of your traditional, but Audix clips here are actually really nice. You get it formatted wherever you want it to be. Also comes with both sizes. So if you have a mic stand that needs the larger screw size, you can actually just take this adapter out just like this. And then it fits on, again, a larger size. Or again, you have the adapter for the smaller size if you need to use that for whatever mic stands you're using. We have a couple of those. That's for the snare clip. Then we have right here, this is what we'd be using for the mic for the toms. So same thing, has that adapter we talked about, a little bit smaller to fit the smaller stem of the tom mics. I'll show you what that looks like here in just a minute, but again, it has this screw so you can adjust the angle for which you want the mic. And this kit comes with 6 of these. So all of the clamps that you need, or clips, all the clips that you need to mount the tom mics, the kick drum mic, and the overheads. That again, these fit those skinnier stems. Also in the box, you get 4 of these D-Flex mounts. So how this works is, there are a couple of different screws here. You can get that angled where you want it. Let me put it like this. You get that angled where you want it. Come on, focus. Where you want it, and you just screw that in place. And you loosen this, and it actually just clamps to the rim of your drum. Once you've got it in place, you just tighten it with this screw. So really awesome clips, super durable, and they fit just about anything. You can mount this anywhere. So like I said just a minute ago, we get 4 of those clips here that we can then use to mount our tom mics, as well as the kick drum mic, or you can use it for your overheads or whatever makes the most sense to get this mic'd up and ready for you. Of course, we also have some paperwork here. I'm not going to go through all the details. Also in the box, of course, we get an Audix sticker. So this is really cool. This is going on my MacBook Pro case. Last couple things in here before we get into the mics. We have some, of course, silica gel. I don't know what that was, but there it is. And then locking keys. So this case does lock. Here are the locks right here. I'll zoom in on that. And those keys go to these locks. So if you're traveling with this and maybe you leave it in your car, leave it in a studio, and you want to make sure it's safe, you can lock those, and it does come with of course, the keys you need to make sure that it's locked and safe. Let's go ahead and start looking at the microphones. So we'll start here. Right here we have the Audix F5. A little heavier than I thought it would be, which is pretty cool. It's really robust. Definitely a nice build quality. I'm not sure if it's picking up on the camera, but that's a nice metal finish there. You can see it has the windscreen kind of already on there, but really nice hypercardioid microphone here. We're going to be putting this head to head against the i5, which we'll look at here in just a minute on the video. I'm only going to pull out one right now, but we get 3 of the F2 microphones. Really hefty, again, really nice build quality, nice metal finish. This is those thinner stems I was talking about that are going to fit these clips a lot better. You can see it's going to be a tight fit, which is what we want when we're putting these clips up on our drum set. Right here we have the Audix F6 kick drum microphone. Again, part of the Fusion series, that thinner stem. So those clips are gonna be for this one as well. Really nice, again, hypercardioid microphone here. It's gonna pick up a lot of those lower frequencies. Again, really excited to test this guy out. And last but certainly not least, we have 2 of the Audix F9 cardioid pre-polarized condenser mics. These are gonna be really great. They're a little bit smaller than the ADX51. Look at that kind of gold or brass mic screen right there. Really cool finishes on these mics. I mean, they're just really gorgeous. But again, this is part of the Fusion series. It's pre-polarized, whereas the ADX51, you have some different settings, which I'll show you here in just a second. But really, really beautiful microphone. We got 2 of these in the case so we can get our stereo mix of our overheads. But guys, these are the microphones that come inside of this kit. I mean, again, everything you need for under $500 to mic a full drum set. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get all this off the table. I'll show you the Fusion series microphones versus our D series microphones that we're using in the studio right now, so we can look at some of the physical differences before we hear some of those differences. The F6, so we just looked at this guy, and its counterpart is the Audix D6. I would say the D6 is probably one of the most popular microphones for kick drums. They also have the D6X, which allows you some different options here on the stem to control things like the attack and where the kilohertz are being looked at. But as you can see here, very different styles. We have a kind of darker black finish, which is a little bit more of like a gray finish. Again, our D6 or F6 Fusion series, the stem's a little bit longer on the D6. And then where the F6 is a little bit more rounded, the D6 is a little bit more rectangular shaped. Definitely some physical differences here. Next up, I want to look at some of the tom mics. So this FP7 kit comes with a F2, as we talked about. Its direct comparison is going to be the D2. So I've been using the D2s on this channel for a very long time. What you can see here is the stems are actually about the same length. The D2 is maybe a little bit thicker. It's kind of a similar story. You've got the grill all the way around, but this does have this center bead right here to kind of help break up the waveforms. So we'll see what that does to the audio. These are a little bit closer in style, but this is still, again, back to that kind of rectangular shape, and this is still a little bit more rounded. Now, one of the things that is different is the FP7 kit comes with 3 of the F2s, whereas the DP7 comes with an Audix D4. So this is actually made for bigger drums, for floor toms, really emphasizes the low end. So it just gives you a little bit more bass, a little bit more boom in those lower drums. So this one it's about the same size as a D2. I'll show you right now. They're actually, they're identical in size, it's just the internals that are a little bit different. But one of the cool things about this too, that I'm sure you can see on the camera, is it has a red highlight on the inside of the mic screen. So really cool visual way to tell the difference, but then obviously audibly, it's gonna capture some more of that low end as well. So next on our list is gonna be the i5 versus the F5. So these are very similar microphones, as you can see. Very similar in shape. The i5 is actually a little bit smaller. That's a pretty consistent trend across the board with the D series versus the F series. I would say the i5 is one of the most popular microphones for miking a snare drum in the industry today, but they're very similar. You have a little bit more of a taper on the i5 coming down, whereas the F5 stays a little bit thicker all the way down. It's got kind of more of a cone or an ice cream cone shape. It's also got this rounded tip with that bevel in the middle. It has a windscreen on the top, as well as the kind of screens on the inside of this chassis here. So it'll be interesting to hear that side-by-side difference. All right, last but certainly not least, that brings us into our pencil condenser microphones. So this is where you'll see the biggest difference, mainly in size, right? You can see right here, the F9 is about 2/3 the size of the ADX51. So there is quite a difference. If having a smaller mic is more what you're looking for, I mean, it doesn't get much smaller than this. This is a really nice compact microphone that's still really high quality. But the ADX51 does give you a lot of different options. As you can see here, it gives you some flexibility to adjust before you start recording how you want to capture that sound. You can also see that these are phantom powered, and they have this beautiful gold interior on the mic grill here, as well as where this has the gold one, this has a more traditional grill. So much bigger is the biggest difference. But again, as I'm sure you're seeing on the screen here, the technological capabilities of each of these microphones are also pretty different. These ADX51s are really, really crisp. They have a lot of focus, but so do these. So again, we're gonna hear that difference here in just a minute. But again, a lot of power in this tiny little capsule. And it'll be really exciting to hear that difference as we put them up on the kit. Alright guys, so now we've got the F-Series mics set up on the kit. We've got the F6 in the kick drum, we've got the F2s on all three toms, we've got the F5 on the snare, and the F9s up above for our overheads. Only thing that's changed between the last clip and this clip is the microphones. The cables are the same, drums are the same, placements are the same. So let's go ahead and hear what these sound like. right, guys, and there you have it. We just tested out the FP7 versus the DP7. We got to hear the D series mics versus the F series mics. And guys, I gotta say, the total quality between the two is pretty damn close. I hear a little bit more bass and body and clarity, as well as a little bit more volume from the D series mics. Really minute details, you could really pick it out a lot more in the context of the song that we played along to. But again, the cymbals are a little bit higher, they're a little bit crispier, a little bit more defined. And then I think each of the toms also sound a little bit beefier, a little bit more focused with the D series versus the F series. But guys, this is nitpicking type stuff. I mean, that F series microphone kit sounds incredible, and it's under $500. I'm gonna have the FP7 kit linked down below so that you can pick it up and try it for yourself. But again, guys, you can get incredible drum sounds at an affordable price with this FP7 kit. But again, what were you expecting? Audix makes the best microphones in the industry, bar none. That's why I am an endorsed artist with Audix. Now, speaking of Audix and today's video sponsor, Sweetwater, don't forget, go back and look at our 60,000 subscriber special, where we do a big thank you to each and every one of you, but also we announce the rules for our giveaway. We're giving away one of the DP7 kits that comes with all those microphones we just looked at. The ADX51 overheads, the D6, the i5, D2s, and D4s. It comes with all the clips you need, just like the FP7. The only difference is it comes with the device mounts. So a little bit of a different mounting system. These kind of clip right on the rim of your drum, whereas the ones in the FP7 kind of have that clamp with the screw on it. And it comes with those windscreens and this awesome aluminum case. So again, we are giving this away. Now, if you want to be eligible for that giveaway, make sure go back and look at the 60,000 subscriber special, where I go over all the rules. But the short version of it here is, all you have to do is be subscribed to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, make sure to be a drum set member of my Patreon, which is just $10 a month, where you get all these goodies right here, like name shoutouts, behind the scenes, early releases, song requests, live Q&As, and so much more. And then the only thing that you need to do on top of that is just go back to the 60,000 subscriber celebration video and make sure to leave a comment down below with how this Audix DP7 kit will help elevate your studio, your drum sound, and help you chase your dreams. The entries for the giveaway are open until December 5th, 2025. After that day, the entries will close, and then I will announce a winner on December 8th, 2025. So there's still plenty of time to get entered to win over $1,000 worth of gear with this DP7 drum mic kit. Now, if you want a couple other ways how you can support the channel, well, make sure to pick up your own Arizona Drummer and Behind the Kit merch at our merch page. We have all kinds of things like hats, hoodies, shirts, mugs, shorts, and all kinds of different goodies that you can pick up that are all super high quality just in time for the holidays. In fact, if you use code WINTER on the website, you'll get free shipping between now and December 31st, 2025. So now is the time to pick up your Arizona Drummer and Behind the Kit merchandise and rep the brand, show the support. And again, those dollars come right back to the channel, where I can invest in making more content like this for you, more giveaways, more factory tours, gear reviews, drum covers. Oh my God, we can do so much! But I need your help to do that. So please, please consider going onto the merch page and picking up some merch of your own, as well as subscribing to the Patreon, and of course, continuing to like, comment, share, and subscribe. But again, guys, in today's video, we tested, can you get a high quality studio sound for your drums at a budget price? And the answer to that is definitively yes. With this FP7 kit, the drums sound incredible. Now make sure, hit the link down in my description where you can pick up one of these FP7 kits for yourselves. And again, a big thank you to our video sponsor, Sweetwater, for sending us the FP7 so we can put it head to head against the DP7 and just find out whether or not we can get a studio quality sound at a budget price. And with that, my friends, I will see all of you in the next one.